You wanted to see me, Lieutenant?
Mr. Danziger. Yes, sir. Very happy to see you. Look at this, sir. Look what the captain found. He found the gloves.
Well, I'm delighted for you. Now, if you can find powder marks on them, you've got your final proof, haven't you?
Yes, sir, it certainly will. That will prove that the whole thing was planned. Case of premeditated murder.
I thought you needed paraffin to pick up powder marks.
Yes, sir, you do. But I'm sure that on the outside of that right glove, those are powder marks. Don't get me wrong, sir. It's not that that's not important. It's just that I'm after something else. I'll explain it to you in a moment. What I'm after is not on the outside of the glove. It's on the inside of the glove. You see, if the killer had wore leather gloves, all we could hope for is powder marks. But surgical gloves, they're different. The texture is different. But the texture retains both fingerprints and palm prints. Big as life, sir. Big as life. Now, whose ever print that is, that person shot and killed Rosanna Wells. But that print is not Mr. Harrington's print. No, sir. I have a set of Mr. Harrington's prints. I took the liberty of getting them this morning. No, they don't match. Mr. Danziger? Would you place the index finger of your right hand in that graphite, and I think maybe we can wrap this whole thing up very quickly.
That is my print. Lieutenant, suppose I told you that I deliberately placed those gloves in the fire hose.
You, sir?
Why in the world would you do a thing like that?
Yes, sir. Why would you do a thing like that?
But there were powder marks on those gloves. Doesn't that mean that they were used when a gun was fired?
Yes, sir, it does. That would mean that you would have had to have found the gun, gone someplace where a shot couldn't be heard, fired the gun, taken the gloves and hid them under a fire hose. For what reason?
How did you find out?
Now, this feather, sir. I found it in the corridor of the hospital.
That could have come from any pillow in a hospital room.
No, sir, they don't use feathers and pillows in hospitals. They cause allergies. All the pillows in the hospital are made of foam rubber. I'll tell you about this feather. When you fired the gun through the pillow, this feather stuck to some portion of your body and it dropped off when you walked back to the hospital.
The police launch is coming alongside, sir.
Escort Mr. Danziger to the lower deck.
Yes, sir.
Hand him over to the officer in charge.
Very good, sir.